Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video on Lumber Capital Backyard. Today is a very exciting day for men because we are putting battens on, as Grandpa likes to call it. What does he call it? My palace or something? Yeah, so it's getting a little gappy, but I'll talk more about it after the intro. Let's get into it. We managed to get Grandpa up here today to help us out with a few things around the log yard, and one of them was finishing up my shack because after he made it in the summertime and it's had quite a while to dry out, it shrinks because wood does that. And you know what? We kind of just smacked it up here to get something there for me, but you know, it's gonna look 10 times better with the battens on. I mean, you can't go wrong with board and batten. That's what I always say. That's what I tell all the customers too. But he's just grabbing some 1x3s from our inventory, and he's gonna cut them down here and smack them up. Shouldn't take that long, but I wanted to have you guys come along for the ride today. So another nice addition. While Zach was here, he made me some steps. I was excited to show you that because I know you guys were watching me climb up those things. Just grabbed a bunch of rounds and stacked them up. It was kind of cool. I kind of liked it, but a little bit dangerous. So he made me steps while we were here, him and Dad. So those have been such a nice thing. It is really windy, so I was really noticing these cracks. It was fine in the summertime, but now that the wind is coming from that direction, it always comes from that direction, most of the time anyhow, it's just going right through the giant gaps. It was snowing in there the other day. It was kind of funny because you're not used to that. Like, you're not like, oh, it can snow inside. It was just kind of like a, wow, is it snowing in here? Oh yeah, yes it is. So I'm not complaining, but he's up here, so he thought that we could finish it up. It's gonna look pretty good. Not to say that I won't have gaps, because I mean, just look at this 4 or 5 inch gap. It's far from insulated, that's for sure, but that's okay. I have my little heater, and Jade has her nice propane heater that we brought over here to kind of shield us from some of the wind today, because it's just been really bad. As soon as it gets to this time of year, I feel like the wind really picks up, and I don't know, maybe I'm just going crazy. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but the wind always seems to really pick up this time of year, and it just makes winter a whole lot worse, in my opinion. And I complained about it enough that Grandpa built me one of these, so maybe that's what Jade should start doing. She should start complaining so Grandpa gets up here and builds you some kind of shelter. That's what I think, but she's stubborn like that. She won't. So anyways, let's get back to seeing what Grandpa's up to, because that is what the video is about. Got to get all that snow off.
Emerald wanted me to get this little house sealed up here because she's getting a windstorm in there when it's snowing out. So I'm gonna pamper her and get the holes filled up. We're just gonna put 1x3 battens on this, frame out the window first and put the batting on it. It shouldn't take us too long. There's a pretty good breeze blowing out of behind me here, but we gotta make sure she stays on the job, so we gotta do it.
And Mom is even here to help today. So with all of us working on it, it's going to just get busted out fairly quick here. They're just getting around the windows right now. It really pulled away from the window right here, actually. That's where I'm feeling most of it come in. So just that I think would make a difference, but we're just gonna do the whole thing. Another thing that I really want to do is get something, because like right here to block the sun, because what's happening is the sun is so low that by 3 o'clock it's actually like really far down, and it's shining in and completely blinding me, and I feel like if I just had a little bit something right there to just block the sun, that would really help. I know something about Mom is that she's deathly terrified of ladders. Second stair is a little bit too much for her. That's why Grandpa is there, and he, oh boy, she's walking away, but he usually holds it for her just to make her feel a little bit better about her situation. She's up there because Grandpa's knees are getting a little bad, but you know, that's what happens when you get old, so that's why Mom's on the ladder, even though deathly terrified of them. But her and Grandpa tag team all kinds of projects. They're a really good team. So even though she's terrified of ladders and he has bad knees, everything works out in the end. And right now I should shut up. Just having the two sides closed in so far is already making a difference, because my heater's actually keeping some heat in there instead of just heating the outside. I would love to have a propane heater in there, but something tells me that that's not the best to breathe in enclosed spaces. So you have to stick with the electric heaters, which just means dragging out that generator every single morning, but it's worth it. So anyways, thanks for tuning in for today's video. If you enjoyed, consider giving it a thumbs up, and also consider subscribing to the channel. Other than that, we'll see you back here next time. Bye.